Hey guys, not like I changed my bias or anything. No, I definitely did. Okay, so let's start from the top. So we know it's the end of the year. Don't trade too hard. Yeah, pretty much this pattern of higher lows on the monthly is being maintained. Can't say it broke because it was only ever and always tested. Okay, so that's the monthly. You have the weekly. Something significant about this weekly is just look at that bullish momentum. You know, you got all this bullish momentum, and it's just like I had to go to the daily and be like, damn, what really is structure? And just like how I saw gold made a clear higher high just by, price made a high here. Oh, yeah, let's go back for a second. Just analyzing this consolidation zone. We have a high and we have a higher low. This is structure on the daily. We have a higher high and then we have a higher low established, right? We don't have any official higher highs until this. Ooh, this is actually, what are you doing? This is actually broken, right? And then we have that move that happens here. So this is the next higher high. Now, what came to my attention again yesterday was, yes, we always got to prioritize structure. So this was the higher high, and realize when this happens, you can do point A to point B. Right here, right? And all of this is only a retracement, but we did not have a break of this support level. That was also the 100% level, right? We never had a daily candle actually do bearish. Never. No, it just never happened, right? So technically, bro, this is just one big old consolidation zone, which also happened a few years ago. I remember backtesting something just like this. And it tricked me in the backtesting too. It was just like a really similar type of situation. But this whole entire time we're playing in the same exact zone, And it's like, okay, after that, we made a structure point up here, right? So this is the actual higher high, right? Want to even mark them out, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we just have a low that's 100% tested. But there's no breaks ever. We're not ever technically structurally bearish on the daily. I mean, here we were, but it was just a counter trend, right? So of course you could trade this and have marvelous gains. But this was the next higher high. So now we go point A to point B. And now this is how I had it originally, but honestly, oh yeah, I definitely had to call myself out because I realized habit I'd like to break. Habit I would like to break because I realized it's not just happening in my back testing, it's happening in my live trading. I said, sometimes when something takes too long to happen, I change my bias out of impatience rather than actual price action. Know thyself. So I caught myself. That's what I was doing. It's just, you can't, I mean, the daily bias is going to be the daily bias. It's going to be daily structure. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But it's just like, just because it's taken a long time to complete a move doesn't mean that your bias wasn't correct, We could just be dealing with a counter trend in the moment, and it's important to know when that's happening. So all that being said, we have had this counter trend line break. But the main thing that really said, hey, we're actually going to continue bullish is this break right here. Now, it doesn't have, like, it's actually a structure point-ish in a way on the 4 hour, right? Of course, yeah, this makes sense. Point A, point B. Yeah, so all this was 23.6s, no technical structure points. But however, when this was broken, it actually did mean something, because now what it technically means is that it could go up to, if you still only saw it in its bearish bias, it could mean it could go all the way up to here. But in its doing so, it also broke daily resistance while we have this fib going on, right? And so this is still the target up here. And pretty much the bearish pressure has been released so that we can start heading up here. It still might take a while. Like, at this point now, it's like, yes, you have your daily fib, great. lovely to know. But at the same time, price could pull back or it can just continue. If it just continues and continues and continues like it did over here, the thing that I was doing to get a lot of the moves was just plotting my counter trend lines, right? And just waiting for them to break, because price was not retracing to any significant level like a 38.2. It just wasn't happening, you know, not on a nice, good, higher time frame. So who knows? This could totally be the case again, but at the same time, let's see what could be the move for today. So we have all that. You understand my bias is bullish now because we broke this resistance level. So that's lovely. Now let's go ahead and mark off our levels of resistance, the levels that we're not going to want to be tricked by, and make sure we don't just like buy into those areas too soon, right? You got all of this, to be honest. Daily. Yeah, honestly, this entire area I wouldn't want to buy in. So ideally what I would wait for is, well, you would have to wait for some sort of retracement. It might not happen today, it might, but right now it's just too high. It could totally continue, oops, but you know, you don't want to end up buying right here and then it has to like retrace first, which is probably what's going to happen, because we have this nice impulse leg which did break daily resistance, which is causing me to think, okay, if you broke daily resistance, what you're probably going to end up doing is just maintaining the higher lows on the daily until you don't. And yeah, let's see, the JPY basket, I abandoned this a while ago because I didn't want to like clog my or dilute, or I don't know, I was like, yeah, let me just focus on GJ instead of indexed, but it can help, right? So we had the same. And also, you know, when my overall bias on GJ was sells for some reason, I looked at this and I was like, this is bearish. How can GJ be bearish if this is also bearish? So that's probably one of the reasons why I just took out the entire chart, because confirmation bias. If it's not with my bias, you're evil. But yeah, this is, you know, we've had our break. Let's see if it's the break of structure. Actually, no, this is structure, point A, point B, because this is the lower low. We broke this level, came up to 78.6, 61.8, started creating lower highs, and then eventually ended up breaking this level of support and the trend line. So, you know, we have more bearish momentum here right now. So that's letting me know that we're probably very high chance that January, February, we're probably gonna go bullish. But again, just take it day by day. All right.